Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on this look here. It is a dark purple and silver smoky eye. The first thing I'm going to do is moisturize my face. This is the Biore face moisturizer. I bought it at Woolworths. I'm just moisturizing my lips before I apply liquid lipstick at the end. This is just a paw paw ointment. I think it really helps with my lips. Next, I'm just spraying some MAC Fix Plus all over the face, and then I'm applying the Revlon Photo Ready Primer. I really like this primer. It's really good for filling in the pores, and it's a very good drugstore option. Now it's time for my eyebrows. I love doing my eyebrows first before I apply any more makeup or any other makeup, sorry. I just think, brows really help frame the face and they do create a look or break a look. I once did my makeup, I didn't bother about my brows and I throughout, not the night, but when I was looking at photos, I was like, why didn't I do my eyebrows? It just doesn't look complete without brows, in my opinion. The product that I'm using today is the Chi Chi Brow Pomade. This is my favorite brow product ever. It is in the shade medium brown. The way I do my eyebrows is I take some of the product and I line the upper and lower parts of my brow, and I just create a very small line from the beginning of my brow and feather it through with a brush. I'm just taking the Colourpop eyebrow pencil in the shade Bangin Brunette. This is just a really fine tipped eyebrow pencil and I use that to create little hairs in my eyebrows. This is the L'Oreal Brow Plumper in medium dark. I really like using this to set my brows in place. I'm taking the NYX Cosmetics Above and Beyond Concealer. This is in the shade Porcelain on an e.l.f. concealer brush and I am just carving out my eyebrows. Next, I'm moving on to my face. I'm taking the Cover FX Custom Cover Drops in shade G10. I'm just dotting that all over my face. I've only actually used about a drop of this foundation. Next, I'm taking the MAC Cosmetics Studio Fix Fluid in NW13. I'm taking a very small amount of this foundation. The Cover FX is a full-on pigment, so I definitely don't want to add any more coverage, but I just wanted to lighten the shade a little bit on my skin. I did add a little bit of oil to the MAC Cosmetics foundation as well, just to add a little bit of luminosity to my skin. Using the makeup sponge, this is a damp beauty sponge. I am patting that into my skin for a very long time. This helps create a very flawless look to the skin. If you don't really buff it in, it's not going to look as flawless as what it should or what it could. So that's just a really good technique, is to just bounce, 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 bounce until you get your skin looking flawless. Next, I'm going to take the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in shade 10, which is the lightest shade that they have. I'm a pretty fair person, so this shade is not light enough for me. So I'm taking the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer in the shade Fair Neutral, and I'm just placing that all around the same areas that I did for the Maybelline, which is underneath my eyes, the bridge of my nose, and my chin. And again, I'm just buffing, 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 dabbing, dabbing, dabbing all the concealer into my skin with the beauty sponge. To set the concealer, I'm using the MAC Cosmetics Blot Powder. This is on an e.l.f. blush brush. I have really bad creases under my eyes, so I definitely need to set. Using the same brush, I'm taking my Australis Fresh and Flawless face powder in the shade Deep Natural and just setting my forehead. Using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer again, I'm just placing this on my eyelids to prime my eyes. I will also take the Australis Fresh and Flawless powder and just set the concealer on my eyelids as well.
Next, I'm going to be using the new Pride and Joy to my makeup collection. It is the Tarte Book Palette. This came out for the holiday season of 2016, and I was lucky enough to get my hands on it. The first shade that I'm going to be using is the shade Nudes. It's just a very light brown shade, good for a transition shade. The next shade that I'm going to be using is the shade Then Go With It. It's just more of a deeper brown shade. I'm just using this in my crease as well, just to deepen it up a little bit. Next thing that I'm going to do is take the shade Still Life. This is a very deep purple shade. I'm just applying that to my outer V and working it into my crease. This is just creating a bit of a smoky eye and deep setting my crease as well. I really like how the shade looks on the eyes. I love purple shades, and I'm using this all on an EXO Beauty blender brush. I've just taken a clean Zoeva blending brush and just blending the colors into my crease as well. This is just softening it up a little bit so it's not so harsh. Next, I took the shade Monochrome in the palette. It is more of a light silver shade. It didn't give me as much color payoff as I liked, so I took the shade Lovely by Colourpop, which is their Super Shock Shadow, and it gave me a beautiful sparkliness to my eyes as well. I then took a clean Zoeva brush and just melded the two colors together. Once I scratched my very itchy nose, I took the shade I Heart This, which is another Colourpop shadow, and I placed that on the inner corner of my eye. I then took the Maybelline Hyper Sharp Wing Liner, and I love this liner. It gives me such a nice black, perfect line. It has a very sharp tip, so I can get a really nice point on my wing. On a Zoeva Petite pencil brush, I just took the shade Still Life again and put that on the outer corner of my lower lash line. I then mixed the shade Still Life and Nudes together on a flat liner brush by EXO Beauty, and I just brought that all underneath my waterline as well. I then took the shade Timber by Colourpop. It is one of their eyeliners, and just place that on the outer corner of my eye and use the pencil brush to blend it together. Now comes the time where I get to bronze up this pale face. I'm taking a Nude by Nature fluffy brush and just using the Essence Lights of Orient bronzer. This is in the shade 01 Sunkissed Beauty. I really love this bronzer. It gives me such a nice natural bronze to my skin. I've just placed this around my cheeks, jawline and forehead as well. Next, I'm taking this Miracle Worker. It is the Benefit Hoola Bronzer. I'm just using the little brush that comes inside it just to more contour my face and a bit of my forehead as well and jawline. I really love this bronzer. It does do miracles. Next up, I'm taking the Tarte Color Wheel. This has 2 highlights and 8 blushes. I took the shade MOD, which is either Mode or Mod, I'm not too sure how to pronounce it, and Tarte blushes are literally amazing. The Colourpop highlight in Smoke and Whistles, I've just placed that on the top of my cheekbones, on the top of my lip, or where my cupid's bow is, down the bridge of my nose, and as a eyebrow highlight as well. For lips today, I decided to use Alyssa, which is the Kathleen Lights Cost Colourpop collaboration. I really liked this shade with the look. And then I took the Too Faced Better Than Sex waterproof mascara on my lashes as well. And that completes the look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it as much as I did creating it. Please give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And feel free to share the video on Facebook or with your friends. I really, 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 really would love it.